can't get it out of my head.
Round and round, the wheels are turning like a city cat fat with his engine purring.
It's catchy,
Living in a city
it's
with
deep. I mean, I come for the message, but I stay for the message.
The city is a place we all come together and get on the bus to go wherever. That's why I love the sound of the wheels on the bus going round.
I think that's the whole song. I can't believe I wrote such a masterpiece.
I mean, you can't believe we wrote such a masterpiece.
Sure, but I did write the title line, The Wheels on the Bus, so that's kind of like the biggest part.
Well, I wrote Go Round and Round, which is a pretty good little line, and most of the music.
Well, I'll just leave you guys to it.
So I think it's pretty clear I'm getting 100% of the cut and royalties, but I'll maybe give you $30 for the session.
I mean, it was pretty clear that they could write a killer song. But that's about as far as they could get. With all their bickering, it would never see the light of day.
But in fact, it did. After a few days, they came to a seemingly fair agreement, laid out on what the industry calls split sheets. A split sheet is an agreement that allows for the proper identification of ownership percentages for each songwriter, as well as producers. It includes specifically who wrote what parts of the song, such as the actual music and the lyrics. The split sheet may also identify the publishing information, and if the song went through any other iterations before the final one. This important way of identifying royalty shares lets any third parties that may become involved know that there are no disagreements over who did or owns what. It also serves as written evidence of copyright ownership. And why are royalties so important to songwriters?
It's just how we get paid.
There's a bit more to it than that. You can also gain access to 5 exclusive rights. The first being reproduction. The owner has the right to play the song and make copies. Number 2, distribution. The owner has the right to control how copies interact with and move through the marketplace. Number 3, derivation. The owner has the right to create works made from or based on the original work. Number 4, performance. The owner has the right to perform the work live or digitally. And number 5, display. The owner has the right to control or create visual representation of their work.
Even though we're the only 2 credited songwriters on Wheels on the Bus, we needed a lot of help from industry professionals.
So now we meet with our esteemed songwriter, Gary Thunder. Gary.
Glad to have you back.
I think we're sensing a new hit on the horizon.
Well, not without me. Don't let's put pens to paper. Nothing gets past me unless it's a triple platinum. Let's get to work.
I remember the day pretty clear, not because we just wrote the song, but because we spent 3 hours in total trying to find the perfect words.
It was pretty excruciating. I think I had a few hits, but they were all ruined by my tears.
I have a method. There are rules to writing a hit song.
The songwriting process consists of 3 stages that should give you a guide to write a great song. The first is the idea phase. Some say that this is the hardest stage of writing a song because they can't find inspiration. There are many ways to find inspiration, one being get outside in the great outdoors. Along with a change of scenery, it is also important not to force the songwriting process. Regardless, it's important to put out work, even when you're not feeling inspired by it because you are a professional songwriter. The second phase of the songwriting process is the draft process. This part of writing is much like writing a rough draft for an essay in school. This part of the writing phase is when you should start brainstorming things like your hook and your emotive aspects of the song with the sole intent of making the song memorable. The final phase of songwriting is the development phase. At this point, you have an unpublished draft, so now you need to edit and refine your sound. When, in this stage, you need to consider things like, do the lyrics make sense? Do the different parts flow? Then you need to edit and ensure your song quality is as best as you can make it.
Then we sat down with top publishing executive Jocelyn Pubman to discuss how we make money off this song.
Well, kids, it looks like we got a hit on our hands. I want to try to make sure this song goes as far as humanly possible.
In Jocelyn Pubman's hit book, Everything About the Music Business According to Jocelyn Pubman, she says that when you write a song, you not only want to make sure it gets cut, you also want to make sure it's exploited for everything it's worth. She details that there are several ways that publishers exploit songs, and these are through the 4 major licenses: performance, mechanical, synchronization, and print.
Thanks so much for all the advice, Jocelyn.
Yeah, I really appreciate it.
No problem, kids. I'm just doing my job.
Well, I'm really glad we worked out all those technicalities.
Yeah, I can't wait to work with you in the future.
Okay, I already have an idea for our next hit.
What's it called?
I'm thinking Twinkle Twinkle Little Star.
Gary Thunder would be Australian.
Okay, that's probably fine. I'll make him Australian.
Alright, we got our final interview back here with both songwriters.